We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron. We touching on facts, and plus we up in these hats. It's Knicks real talk, and we cut from a different cloth. We cook a Nick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars and b-ball. Cause no matter how far in the stars we see y'all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knocking down shots. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The cap lieutenant, they entered the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our temples like soldiers and trains the planes and Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQE and we maneuvering swift. Say Tokyo, but you know we can drift. Cause the pokey be on the low, so you know our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on a game preview. It's Knicks real talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. It's Knicks real talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. Yo, salute everybody. Salute. What's good, man? We in the building. It's the recap. Divine Shot Powers. We're going to recap the thing from last night. Knicks and LA Clippers, man. Knicks took an L last night, ladies and gentlemen, 105-95. We're going to get in here and break all that good stuff down. Obviously, got some other news out there. Knicks signing PJ Tucker, all that good stuff. As you know, we still got the my guy Jalen Brunson went out a couple of games ago. So we're going to get into all that, break all this good content down, man, and all that. First and foremost, salute to everybody in the chat, salute to the family. Shot Powers, my brother, what's good? What's going on with you, my man?
Ain't nothing, man. All regular, Divine. Peace to you, Divine. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's talk about it. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. On Diaz, what's good, my man? Darren, what's good? What's good? Salute to you guys. Thank y'all for coming in, man. Real talk. Shot Power, we played last night, coming off a back-to-back. Let me stop 1 minute. Shoot to my man, Brian Acosta. Brian, my man, salute to you, my brother. Thank you for the super chat always, each and every day, each and every way, man. We appreciate you for real. Yeah, Shot Power, coming off that back-to-back, we lost last night. Tough, gritty game, though. They scrapped it out with what they had, did the best they can. I think the fourth quarter, the last quarter, they only scored 17 in the fourth quarter. After playing pretty good the first couple of quarters, that fourth quarter caught up to them. But I was impressed with the way the defense played after the first quarter. They only gave up 105 last night, so that got to kind of feel good to help their defense rating, but it wasn't enough to win the game. But to say that a couple of guys bounced back that we thought needed a bounce back, Cat and Mikal, looked like they were doing a damn thing last night. Dudes had a couple of shots here or there. I think we just needed a little more and we didn't get, but overall, you got to give them credit too. They played pretty good, and Nicholas Batum was running amok, like from downtown. Three-point defense didn't really play like they played the last couple of games, but overall, the defense still only gave up 105. But and maybe that's why you're bringing a guy like PJ Tucker, because that's one thing he could do is defend the ball real well. And we didn't do that pretty well in the three-point area last night. So other than that, was gritty loss. Coming off that Laker game back-to-back, you can ask for so much not having Brunson, but I'm glad the guys responded last night for sure. Cat, my man, that was good to see. Shot Powers.
Yeah, the more time that they have off the court with Brunson, I think the better they'll get. They played pretty good basketball last night, man. Even though they came up with a loss, you seen what Mikal can really do. That midi, that fall away baby jump shot he got is a killer dealer. I think he hit at least 4 or 5 of them in 5 of those fadeaway fallback jump shots. He does this other thing that he does is how he beats the defense when he dribbles. He dribbles the ball in front of him and then he runs up to catch the ball. He does that pretty well. I've been noticing that a lot from him this year. So they just played a better game. They couldn't finish in the fourth quarter. Which is to be expected because the closer for the team is Jalen Brunson, and he wasn't there last night, i.e. why we only scored 17 points in the fourth quarter. But I think they'll be better, and I think the next couple of games that the Knicks have are winnable style games. These are not the elites, if you want to call it, in the league. The next couple of games that they got, and the rest of the month of March is not a cakewalk, but a little easier going down the stretch. So let's see what happens, man. You know, the big deal is to get Jalen Brunson back. And what a signing for New York Knicks, picking up a 10-day contract for PJ Tucker. I mean, it was out there in the atmosphere if you didn't know it, and they finally pulled it through. Once you see Ian Begley, for me, when Ian Begley talks about the Knicks and who he thinks, more than likely you may see something happen when Ian Begley talks.
But yeah, real talk. Yeah, he got a pretty good connection with the Knicks. You know, he about one of the closest guys I know that's not really in that circle in the NBA. But yeah, he definitely when Ian Begley put something out there, I would say 9 out of 10 you could believe what he's saying. But that's real talk. Not to say 9 out of 10 because I just know ain't nobody perfect. He's not that tapped in, but he's tapped in. If that makes any sense. But other than that, the game last night just went a little crazy for us. We just our offense is not there right now. We not shooting too good from any area. We only shot 38% from the field goal area, 26% from downtown. You're not winning no games like that. You know, so we were 9 for 34 and 35 for 91 overall. You know, and so them guys shot 40% down in downtown last night. And they shot 40. They not a really scoring team when it comes to averages and all that. They only shot 42% from the floor as well. So it really wasn't a great offensive game for both sides. But I think our defense played enough except for that 3-point line. I know guys was blistering from down there. Like I said, Nicholas Batum was the one killing it. They shot 39%. So we got to hope we could be better in them areas moving forward because prior to that game, I thought our 3-point defense wasn't that bad other than carrying them missing shots that game. But I thought our defense had been playing much better. But like I said, still they only give up 105. So what that's going to do is make us move up in the rankings anyway. And that was expected. Like I said, Deuce McBride at the point of attack is different. You know what I mean? He could play some defense out there. And he helped out a great deal out there. And like I said, Anunoby doing what Anunoby doing, and not to have Mitchell Robinson last night, not to have Brunson, and Chua had a pretty good game from a rebounding standpoint. Good offense number 2. Chua be trying to get it done though. He really got some good game with him, man. I can't, he really is pressing me sometimes. He got good handles for a guy that big, get up and down the floor with the ball from court to court, in the court to one other in the court. Go down the lane with authority, So I'm looking forward to seeing him and PJ Tucker and get out there together, man. Them 2 big bodies like that, and them cats they got some grit with them. So I'm going to be interested to see if they throw PJ Tucker out there. But I understand why they did it, for real. Because like I said, our defense from that 3-point line is critical. We got to find a way to rectify that before the playoffs get here. And if we do, we'd be okay, man. But other than that, I thought Cat did some good things last night. I thought Mikal did some good things last night. I think Deuce came back, not a lot of points, but he did enough thing to see that, he took that 2-game Valley series and got back at it a little bit. And he did last night. So, but other than that, wasn't enough shot power. 105-95, man. Give me some more thoughts on this game from last night.
Yeah, I mean, overall, we lost the game. And, it was a game that, we could have probably got. It was a close game coming down the stretch. We just couldn't pull the game out. A little better defense, aside from them Batum 3-point shots. And, Batum is one of those guys that like to play against the Knicks. We know that for a while. Anytime, I always say this, and I don't mean to when New York Knicks come to your house, everybody gets up for the game. Everybody gets up for the New York Knicks. And, some of the best shooting percentages from players are against the Knicks because the Knicks are coming into their home court or we're playing at Madison Square Garden. So it is what it is, man. We will figure it out. I don't think we're going to lose the next 23 games now. So we got 19 games left. I don't think we're going to lose the next 18 games. And, in essence, dropping down to the 4th position from being 3rd for so long is not such a bad. It's not that bad. You know what I mean? It's not that bad. But one, because we're not going up against Boston. If we make it past into the 2nd round, we'll go against Cleveland. But I still think the Knicks can have a chance to stay in that 3rd position. And I mean, we just have to match energy. We're up 3.5-4 games from Milwaukee, and I think it's possible that we can stay there. We just have to we just have to play good. That's all it is. And it is a big loss at the end of the season when you're trying to rake yourself for standings that Brunson went out. But we still got a capable team that can win some basketball games. And I don't think the Knicks are going to go 18-0 in the next 18 games. So let's get it.
Yeah, real talk. Yo, salute to the chat, man. Crim's dad. Yeah, Crim's dad. I'm back dripping blue a little bit. Salute to you, my man, Darren. OD, what's good, OD? Thank you for coming in again as well. But like we did hear the news, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not a bad sign, ladies and gentlemen. We just got to go out there and just hope it works out in our favor. But whatever happens with the Knicks moving forward, we just got to hope that we can go out here and get this thing popping, man, and just try to win some games, best way we can, because I know it's just tough when you don't have the guy that we missing. But we still got to go out here and fight hard and do the things we do, and I think they respond pretty well. The Knicks, I'm pretty confident that they'll find a way to get some wins here or there and keep this thing afloat until they can get this thing right in its act. So, but other than that, man, it was a tough game last night. And I really thought the Knicks played hard as they can after coming off a back-to-back. And like I said, they just didn't have enough gas in the tank. I think in the third quarter, the fourth quarter really caught up to them. So we just got to hope that, these guys are going to be able to find a way to right the ship, man, and get it popping, because it's definitely going to get hectic as it go on without some of the guys that we don't have. And I know we need them. So I'm really looking forward to these guys getting out there, getting it popping, man. And I think they will. I think they respond like they always do. They got a good chance against what's these guys I'm talking about here, the Sacramento Kings Monday night, ladies and gentlemen. They got a good chance to go out there and go get Sacramento on a doctrine and try to beat them guys. And if they do that, then we'll be, we have one win out of the last three, so it'll count for something. But it's tough though. It's tough when you don't got your boys, man. But other than that, y'all heard the news out there just with the Knicks and my man PJ Tucker, ladies and gentlemen. He's in the building for the Knicks. And let's hope that this cat can come there and bring us some energy that we need in New York right now. Why this thing not coming through, I have no idea. But we just hope that PJ Tucker can come out there and find a way to bring a little defense present to the team and get a little bit more grittiness there to help out these guys on that second unit, because we really do need them. We just don't have the firepower that we need to sustain what we need to sustain right now. So I think of him on a 10-day contract is not a bad look. Try, see how it goes. And if it work out, that's fine. If it don't, on to the next. You let him go and then you move on. But I do like PJ Tucker. I always did like him as a player, the way he had to come through the NBA to get to where he at. So salute to him. But we just gotta hope this guy go out there and help us out a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. I think he will. PJ Tucker, the savvy, gritty veteran, hard-nosed dude, played with the best of them, been in some of the toughest games out there. Played at a lot of teams in the NBA, but I like what he brings to New York. He got a mentality just like the New Yorkers, you know what I mean? And he has that, he gritty, he tough. He will guard you out there in that three-point line to make you put that ball on the floor. And he shoots the ball from the three, not at a high clip, but when he can knock down that corner three-point shot pretty well. But so that accounts for something as well. But let's see how it goes, man. Just another strong body with a veteran with some experience who's been in a couple of games, man, a couple of important games in his career, especially when he was down there with Houston with James Harden and them. Then he was with Milwaukee. He's been around. You probably can put down every team on the NBA. He might have been there damn near. But I think he's gonna do well for the Knicks, man, to help us out because we need him. And then when you got a situation when with him and Shaman in there, with campaign, Pressure Chua, and if you throw Tyler Kolek in there, I still think you got a guy that could guard the threes and fours in the league, very decent. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to him getting there, getting the popping. But good job by Leon Rose. What the hell? It's nothing. The only thing you can gain from is not lose. Hopefully, like he's not taking nobody's roster spot. We literally need a 3D in New York with size like him. So I do think that makes a difference. Bringing him in here for that reason. And let's hope that he can pay some dividends for us and all that good stuff. And other than that, man, we really need it. It's nothing wrong with having a guy who could do what PJ Tucker do from a veteran experience. Like I said, he done play with the best of the players in the NBA. And like I said, his journey was amazing. That's what really I love about ladies and gentlemen, just his journey. His journey to be an NBA player, how hard would not being undrafted, playing overseas here and there. When he finally got here, he used what he got best in the defense and his corner 3-point shooting, and he's stuck in the league. Got some pretty good contracts. And that's going to work out for it. I really believe that. So he might be a little rusty. He just got let go maybe about a month ago or something about a trading deadline. Unless he's been staying in shape, who knows? A lot of you guys do that because they know they're going to get picked up. So if he stayed in game shape, that'd be good for us too. But I'm glad about that though. That's a good sign. We need that right now. Because our 3-point defense is just not on what it need to be on. I think he only can help that a little bit. Take some of the pressure off of Deuce and them guys in the second unit. Well, Deuce playing in the first unit right now for a minute, but helping Shamit and them guys out in the second unit be another strong defender. I think he'd be okay with us. So I'm really excited about that as well because we need everything we can get right now, ladies and gentlemen. But salute everybody in the chat, for real. Salute everybody in the chat. Daniel was good. Dave Smith, Crims, everybody. Salute to you guys, man. But yeah, Shot Power. These games they starting to come and go though, man. The season be over before you know it. Now we tread the water, trying to stay in that I'm gonna say the top 3 to 5, depending on how long Jalen Brunson out. But I do think you see it doing a different Knicks team Monday, having a day's rest tonight. Like I said, you lose, no matter how many games, no matter how many time you had off or not, you still lost the game. But knowing that they got a day off coming off that Laker overtime back to back with the Clippers last night. And you could tell in the fourth quarter they was all good to that fourth quarter, and they was even good for a little bit there. But you see that the energy started running low, and they just couldn't keep up with everything. But overall, they still pitched a good game, 105-95. Offense is not there right now from a 3-point perspective. We are abysmal for the 3-point line. We were the high echelon, ladies and gentlemen, and when the season started. But now that it's all that cooled off a little bit. And so we trending the other way. But and I know he picked his up a little bit. And I just think that a couple of guys had a couple of off games, like Deuce McBride had off, Cat had off, and McHale had off the game before yesterday, a couple of games prior to that. And you see the 3-point number starting to go the other way. But I think they just got to get back at it one way or the other, Shaw.
Yeah, that's a fact, Divine. We in the last couple of games we've been under 30% from shooting 3-point, and that is not Knicks basketball. We have consistently been over 36% this year, closer to 30 or closer to 40% this year from the 3-point land, and we just hit a fault. We just hit a falter in the offense right now of shooting 3-point shots, which we could get back. You know what I mean? I'm not, we only have to win one game to be in the top 6 right now. Everybody, we win one game, we in the top 6. We won't have to worry about the play-in. And I mean, we win 3 more games, we'll be solidified in the 5th position, and 5 more games. I think it's 5 or 7 more games. We're solidified for where we are at the 3rd position. So I'm happy with what we could do and what we could do. And if I know some of these numbers. And I'm close to the numbers. I can't remember if I'm exact, but I'm pretty close. If we stay close to those numbers, we'll be fine. And if we drop down to the 4th position, okay, so be it. Now we don't have to worry about it. Now what everybody talks about is seeing Cleveland instead of seeing Boston, and that's probably evidently what will happen. It's I say this all the time, man. It's all about the matchups because going into the playoffs, when you're playing a team 7 games, with some of these great coaches that are out there, with some of these teams that's going to make it to the playoffs, it could be an upset. And I mean, and not saying that the Detroits or somebody who's going to upset somebody, but you got to worry about a Milwaukee. And I mean, you got to worry about an Indiana. And I mean, going up against a couple of teams and stuff like that. So it all depends on who the matchup is and what they're striving to do, and what we have to really worry about what the Knicks are going to do. I would like for us to continue to stay in the 3rd position, and I don't care who we play in the playoffs because a healthy Knicks team can beat anybody, in my opinion. So however it breaks down, however it goes down, I'm 100% ready for it to see what the niggas are gonna do. And if we can stay third, I'm happy. If we move down to fourth, so be it. And I don't want to see nothing less than fourth. That's my opinion.
Yeah, real talk. I agree with you on that. We just got to stay there, man, and keep grinding it out, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about grinding. If we keep grinding and we find a way to stay there and in that third spot or fourth, as long as we in the playoff, we're not in the play-in. Like I said, you can't help but understand when you lose a player like Jalen Brunson, it's going to affect how you get down. This cat is one of is doing a damn thing for the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. And he's up there in a lot of categories that we doing well in 3-point shooting over 40%.
Top 10 in the NBA. Top 10 in the NBA.
In the NBA, he top 10 damn near scoring almost in the NBA. His assist number is better than last year. He got us 18 games over 500. But when you miss somebody like that, it's hard to replace him. He's the captain. He's the captain for a reason. Because he's one of our guys. So, we just got to keep grinding this thing out, man. I think we'd be fine with it. And I'm not going to get too crazy about it until we have to get crazy about it. Let's put it like that. But other than that, it is all good. We will come back and get this thing popping, man. But real talk, let's look at some scores and critique some numbers from last night. Ladies and gentlemen, this Knicks Real Talk, Divine Shot Powers. It's to recap. Salute to the chat. Now we in here. But last night, ladies and gentlemen, 105-95. Look at it from a statistical standpoint. New York Knicks 16 for 18 from the charity strike, 89%. They 16 for 19 from down. I'm a 2-point area, ladies and gentlemen, 26 for 57, 46%. Downtown, ladies and gentlemen, 9 for 34, 26%. Like I said, that's been our Achilles heel the last couple of games. We only can get up to our normal average around 37, 38. Probably had a lot of different games. A lot of games could have went our way, even a Laker game, even this game. But we just been horrible from down there. From a percentage standpoint, the regular field goal area last night, 35 for 91, 38%. You're not winning no games like that in the NBA. Them guys didn't do too well neither, except for downtown. They did. They shot 84 for the charity stripe. They shot 44 for the 2-point area. They shot 39% from downtown, ladies and gentlemen, and they shot 42% from the floor. Downtown, that was Nicholas. A lot of that was Nicholas Batum last night. The sniper from the rebounds, ladies and gentlemen, that was Precious Achiuwa last night. We had 53 rebounds, 14 39 defense, 14 offense, 25 assists. Maybe we had a couple more, could have went different. Who knows? 15 turnovers, that's not good. 6 steals, 4 blocks, 15 fouls. And like I said, time spent in the lead, not a lot, only 8 minutes. So, them things that we want to see get better at. But we definitely need to turn it up on the 3-point area because I think that's where we going. We losing that right now. Ladies and gentlemen, last night, Carl Towel 23-10, Mikal 22-4, Josh Hart 14-20. Whoa. Anunoby 11-8, Precious Achiuwa 9.5 rebounds. McBride 7 points, Campaign 5 points, and Landry Shamet 4 points. So we still only got 16 points from the bench. Well, not 16-25 because Precious Achiuwa had 9 points. So we got around what we wanted to be, but I still wasn't enough. I think Anunoby just had you could tell he playing so much defense last night that compared to the last couple of games when he was up in the 20s and scoring, he only had 11, but he did grab 8 rebounds last night. Like I said, Knicks crushed it on a rebounding glass last night. And so that was a good thing, not having Mitch there and all that good stuff to help out with that. I think they did pretty good. Cap about 4 rebounds off of what he normally do. But he did pour in 23 points. I thought Mikal had an outstanding game all around. He definitely and I got to give Anunoby some credit too, because even though Anunoby didn't have a good scoring game, but he damn sure made it hard on Kawhi Leonard and them last night. For real. Anunoby, you can always count on him on that side of the ball. But I think Nicholas Batum was a little bit too much last night. So I say all that to say just to show you what they did last night. 27 for James Harden, Kawhi 20. Nicholas Batum 17. Zubik was killing it in the first. Oh my God! I seen him throw a body on Cat a couple times and push Cat about three or 4 feet away from him. I'm like, man, that's a big joker, man. And Derrick Jones Jr. off the 9 bench. I think the Knicks did pretty good there. But I am concerned, Shot Powers. I am concerned from watching these games that we desperately need to have Mitch in that starting lineup in that center position. I just think there's It's gonna be a long year without that, man. Brother Beater was good. My man JD John was popping. Suter John, Suter Brother Beater. But I'm glad the Knicks rested them off for back to back. I think Mitch will be ready Monday night. Maybe PJ Tucker might be playing Monday night. That's some good defense there. Mitch Robinson, PJ Tucker, Pressure Chua. That's some good defense right there at the top. You know what I mean? So that, hopefully Shamrock can still keep pressure on the ball like he's doing, him in campaign. I think he might be all right from a defense standpoint with them guys. We've been playing pretty good defense the last couple of games, so I think the numbers might creep up a little bit, Sharp Howell, after last night. And we'll see Monday how that goes, man. But I'll be glad to see Mitch back with PJ Tucker and Pressure Chua. That gives you a lot of size up front now. A lot of size, a lot of grit up there. I like that. I really do. So let's see if we can translate to help the team get a W Monday. But I do like the fact that he will be out there with Mitch and them. But I say all this with all respect to Cat and everybody in the star lineup. But I do think they need to start Mitch, though. I just really do, for real.
Yeah, I think it's coming. It's going to come. It's going to come sooner than we think. The way I think they're going to start doing some things. If Deuce is going to stay in the starting lineup, you'll probably see a little bit more showing of Tyler Kolek. And we'll see what happens, man. You know what I mean? Tyler Kolek is not 19. You know what I mean? He is 23, 22, 23, something like maybe 24. He's an older rookie that played in college for 4 years. So let's hope, everyone was screaming about him getting minutes and all that stuff now. Well, he is going to get plenty of minutes now. Let's see what he can do. And hopefully he fares well when he's out there. The pickup from Tucker, like you said, another big body, rugged, grueling, could substitute for OG, could substitute for Josh Hart, someone that we need in that small forward position off the bench. And we've been lacking in that position all year long, that small forward position coming off the bench. Shaman has been playing great basketball, playing great defense, starting to get his game coming around and stuff like that. But, Tucker is a different style of player. If he's healthy and he comes in and he plays, you know what Tucker is. Come on, I seen some people talking about, how we get Tucker. Oh, did Tucker. Yeah, he's an older guy, 38, 39 years old. But do you remember what he does when he plays on the court? The guy's a high defensive style of guy, big, rugged, and raw, and he can knock down the corner three-point shot, which we do a lot. So he fits the criteria that what we strive to do. And I'm not opposed to seeing him come in and play some ball. So let's get it, man. I'm not downing on the Knicks. I'm not shooting people in the foot and all this other stuff. I think the Knicks can win some of these games coming down the stretch without Brunson being on the court. This team is built for it, and they just got to get it together now that they don't have Brunson on the court.
Yeah, first of all, I think that's what you're supposed to do at the organization when you're in a situation like the Knicks. You get a guy like Tucker 10 days later. It's not like the whole season. It's not
right.
Not like a big contract, and then it's 10-day contract. After 10 days, if it don't work out, then you let it go. But if it work out, then you give him another 10-day. And if it work out even better than that, then you keep him for the rest of the season. That's all. I think that's the smart thing to do. And they test him out. They say, listen, Knicks could have bought him and they have found a way to sign him for the whole season. You know what I mean, Shabba? But they did it wisely. They say, well, listen, we bring you in 10 days, see what you got left, see what you still got in the tank. And then if you could produce for us, we keep you. And if you can't produce for us, you're on a 10-day contract, we let you go. Appreciate it. That's all.
And that's the bottom line.
The bottom line. It's not a bad move at all. It's not a bad move. PJ Tucker is a savvy veteran, ladies and gentlemen. But the one thing we're going to count on guys like him. If he be on his team when the playoffs come, he will give you some playoff type of energy. He can guard help guard the DeAndre Hunters. He can help guard the Jaylen Brown, Browns of the world, Jaylen Browns and the Tatums and all that for a few minutes. You need guys who can check guys like that who you don't depend on to be in your starting lineup. But guys like PJ Tucker can guard just about any 3 or 4 in the league. He's been doing it for so long, and he did it at a high level. So it won't hurt to happen to me, just knowing that, he can go out there and defend guys and stuff like that, man.
Yeah, I think he's a value pickup. And just like you said, Divine, if we could use him, if he plays well in the 10-day contract, they'll extend his 10-day contract. If he play well again, then they'll probably sign him for the rest of the year. If he doesn't play well in these next 10 days or the next 10 games or however how it goes down, then we will see a chance of seeing TJ Warren or Brown. There's still a way that they can bring these guys up from the G League too by it's a whole lot of things out there that's been being said that I read from Edwards and a couple of names out there that how they could get this guy up. So how they do it, I'm rolling with what the Knicks doing. And I think that we'll be fine. I'm not worried. I'm concerned, but I'm not worried about what the Knicks are going to do. I am concerned because our 3-point shot is not like what we have been doing for pretty much the whole season. Last couple of games, almost since the All-Star break, we haven't been shooting a couple of games, but not consistently shooting over 36%. That is concerning. You know what I mean? I'm not worried, but it is something to pay attention to. This team, as a team, has players that shoot 38% from the 3-point land and better. And if we can't get back consistent with Deuce hitting about 36%, Mikal not hitting 36%, Cat not getting back up to 36, 38%, stuff like that, then it could be a little bit more concerning. But I'm not worried about it. I think they'll work their way out, and you'll see it coming down these next couple of games. Hopefully that they'll shoot better from the 3-point land. If any of these games that we lost in the last 2 weeks or something like that, you look right at the 3-point percentage. If we shoot over 36%, we win that game. And it is what it is, man. And I think that we can put it together to get back to getting better shots. And hopefully, once they implement Mitchell Robinson into that starting unit, then maybe we can see a better perimeter defense with Mikal and OG really ramping up on the 3-point land and not letting nobody, be open shooting. Also with Josh Hart out there as well.
Yeah, real talk. And Brother Beater, yeah, I mean, Miles Bridges is definitely a problem, no doubt about it. I think 3 or 4 years ago, I was up to him. When Julius Randle was here, I wanted Miles here. But obviously, he went through the things he went through with this situation, and then they had to get suspended in the league. But yeah, he's a handful, no question about it. Brother Beater. Nah, I didn't get to see that criminal dad on. I was busy grinding today, so I didn't get to see Ron show today. Know the ledge today. I was busy out there making things happen. So I didn't get to see that, but I hope everything worked out well. I hope the fight wasn't crazy, whatever fight you're talking about. And peace to the God of our wives was good. Just Knicks, John McDonald, Brother Beater, salute everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all coming in. Like I said, Knicks took an L last night, man, but we did the fight another day. We just got to get ready for Monday night. These West Coast games have beat me down, ladies and gentlemen. Beat me down, man. I'm telling you this. I mean, I'm like the next day, I'm like, yo, oh man. It'd be like, I feel like I went to a heavyweight fight from an eye standpoint, but I'll make it happen though. But it was this thing is definitely crazy right now. You right about that, criminal dad. Don't forget to set the clock.
Oh snap, man! I lose an hour tonight. Jeez.
Yeah. Fall back. Spring up. You know what I mean? So y'all gotta make sure y'all get that in there. Daylight until 6:30 now. That is gonna be crazy. Yeah, man. It's all good, man. We just gotta remain optimistic as much as we can. I mean, I know everything ain't perfect, but like I said, we just gotta try to tread water, man. That's a big loss for us, ladies and gentlemen. You can't make up a guy like Jalen Brunson and expect to be, where you were before he went down. Obviously, that's a huge loss for us. But I think they got to do it by committee. They tried last night, but like I said, once that 3-point shooting wasn't in effect last couple of games, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's probably the only problem I see right now. I like the way our defense is playing, and obviously not having Mitch back out there last night did not help neither, because the minutes he could have gave us to help out Zubac in the middle would have been impressive, because I think he does a little bit too much last night for us in that first half with that little jump hook and all that. And then that cat is one that's not a guy who looks to block shot anything. That's where you miss our man at. So let's hopefully, Monday we go up against Sabonis and all them guys. And with the trades they made, sending De'Aaron Fox the other way. We them guys they got Zach Levine over there in Sacramento too. So and they still got Malik Monk and Sabonis, and then the guy could light up. Still got Keegan Murray, all, and we'll talk about it Monday, but that's gonna be our next opponent, and we just gotta get ready for these dudes. Shaq Crim's dad said the fight that went on down and was still Knicks fan, and then you was in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really a fight. Everybody, I say this, and I say this all the time. As Knicks fans, we all on the same page. We just read off a different paragraph. That's all it is. We're all on the same page, but we just read off a different paragraph. Both guys had legitimate arguments about what they were talking about, and it evidently boils down to winning basketball games. And both of them were talking about Knicks winning. So I understand where they were coming from. Both of them had valid points, and it happens sometimes. And it wasn't like they start cursing each other out and stuff like that, and not like that. But it was to the point that they both had on different spectrums of getting to the medium. And I mean, one was far to the left, one was far to the right, and they were farther to the left or the right than more to the medium, because both of their points were the same, meaning that they're looking for the Knicks to win games and how we can win games with what we have and stuff like that. So I understood both sides of the coin, and that's evidently what it was. Once again, we're all on the same page. There's sometimes we read off a different paragraph on that page. That's all it is.
I got you. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, we like I said, sometimes reality got to set in, ladies and gentlemen. It sets in for everybody who's good players. Look at the Orlando Magic when they lost Pablo Banchero. You see which way they went. You see it happens to every team when they lose their star players and they don't got nobody on that team can remotely do what he do. And if your committee ain't that strong, you're gonna suffer something. You're gonna suffer. I just think that's reality. That's reality. There's nothing you could do about that. But all we could do is fight and scrap every night and try to hope somebody come alive and with their game and take it to an A level. And hopefully a couple of guys take it to the A level. They might find a way to play some defense and stay in that game and win it. But other than that, we know it's going to be a tough road, ladies and gentlemen. You this ain't like we losing no Shaman, or we losing Deuce McBride, or we losing Campaign, or we losing Pressure. No, we losing Jalen Brunson. So it's a different old animal, man. But that guy, you could put three of them guys number together. They still don't match Jalen Brunson. So I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough when you lose a guy like him, man. He's our captain. He's our floor general. He's elite in what he do in the NBA, top 5 respectively in the point guard position. All starter, all-star, all NBA. I mean, that's tough to replace. You only got a team only got but so many of them dudes. We so happen to have 2 of them, and when one of them went down. So let's hope that these guys get a pop. But I am excited about the TJ Tucker 10-day thing. It is only a 10-day. Bring him in here, let him work out the 10 games, see if we can make a difference and help the team. If he does, give him another 10-day. Then we wind up even being better in them 10 days. Then you go ahead and sign him for the whole thing. And then that way we got a guy like that going into the playoffs and get it popping, man. But other than that, we're gonna go through these little peaks and valleys right now. It might be more valleys than peaks, ladies and gentlemen, obviously. But we just got to make sure we got enough peaks, enough. When I mean by peaks, is more good times and more wins to keep us in a certain position in this thing to Jalen Brunson get healthy. So, I think that's it in a nutshell, man. It ain't nothing to sugarcoat. Knicks cannot do too much without Jalen Brunson. And and like I said, that would be like any team got to start playing, they lose them. If that team ain't fully stacked, and even great as OKC is, I still don't think they would be the same team without SGA. In my opinion, I don't think they would, because he's 30-something game, and that's a lot of points to leave off the board. And he might got guys who can. Jalen Williams it'll be like Jalen Williams and Cat. Jalen Williams and SG is like Cat, and you know what I mean. Shout out Cat and Brunson. Them your 2 best dudes. But if you miss that main dude, then all the pressure gonna be on that other main dude. Then that all everybody gonna scheme on him. You know what I mean? And now If the other dudes is not, that's why I'm glad we got Anunoby and McHale for that reason, because I thought they did good last night, especially McHale and Cat. I just thought that the 3-point shooting was sloppy the last couple of years. That's it. I thought they did a good job. Like I thought McHale played a phenomenal game. That was the first time in a while. Matter of fact, I know we all said, but like Rasul said it in the chat, he not getting downhill. And what did he do last night? That boy was getting downhill relentlessly last night.
Five fouls, right? When the last time you seen that from him, right? 4 or 5, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ain't seen that in a while.
Yep. So that's what I'll say. All that to say is that when you lose your best player, you got to have guys step up like that. And I just think we just fell a little bit short from 3-point shooting. A lot of 3-point shots, if we didn't shoot in shot power, they might could have been 2-point buckets then. You know what I mean? So it's not even a point that even missed. You went 9 for 40 something. But let's just say if out of 40 to some of them shots, 20 of them might have been 2-point shots instead of 3-point shots, and you might have hit a couple of 2-point buckets here and there. You know, and so I think they got to don't settle for that. Be able to go inside the paint and pound down there, and try to get your and one to get the old fashioned 3-point. You have to get the and one or whatever, but they got to find a way to just tread water. So it is what it is, man. I think Knicks gonna be fine. We just got to get it. Nostalgic was popping, AP was popping. Brother Be the Crim, that the whole chat salute to everybody. On Dyer salute everybody, man. Appreciate y'all coming in. Peace to the God. A lot wise was good, brother. But Shot Power did tough loss. All of them tough losses because you want to win. You want to win every game. Obviously you can't, but man, this West Coast swing without Jalen Brunson gonna be pretty tough for the Knicks.
Yeah, I mean, it is something that the team has to get together and rally around each other. And I mean, there is some games that we're getting ready to play that we can win. I mean, I thought last night's game we could have won that game. I think the game against the Lakers we could have won that game. And I mean, so we're at least the one caveat, if you want to call it that, is we have played better against the teams that we just lost to, if that makes any sense. And I mean, we're not getting shellacked. We're not getting mollywopped. We're not getting kicked in the cahootas. You know what I mean? We're staying close. We're in striking distance, and we just fall apart on a play or two for the other team to really and capture the win. So I'm not upset with what the Knicks are doing. One major thing that I'm concerned about or worried about, and I'm more concerned than worried, is the 3-point shooting that we're doing in the last couple of games. I am very, very concerned about that because that's one of my big pet peeves. You go down the stretch, and if you can shoot 36% with this team, and I'm not talking about every team, I'm talking about this team. If this team shoots 36% from the 3-point land and grabs and out-rebounds the team and gets to the line and shoots 80-something% from the line with 28 assists, that's a win for the Knicks, man. That's a win. And I mean, and when I stress those things out about the Knicks, what I see, in my opinion, is if they can capture those things, it's not too many teams in the league that could beat them. If we're shooting over 36%, if we're out-rebounding the basketball team offensively and defensively, if we're hitting our free throws when we get to the line at an 80% clip. And I mean, and salute to Mitchell Robinson. The last game, we didn't even mention it. The last game, he hit like 4 free throws, like water, like I was like, yes, Mitch. Anyway, when we do those things as a team, we prosper as a team. You know what I mean? And if we can't do them things collectively, then we fall apart separately. You know what I mean? So it is just what I feel about the Knicks, in my opinion. When I watch the Knicks, if they could do those things, it's not too many teams out here, unless you're playing better than the Knicks that night. You know what I mean? The Knicks shoot 36%, you shoot 38%. The Knicks at 80% at the free throw line, you shoot 89%. We get 40 rebounds, you get 42 rebounds. That's playing better than the Knicks then. I mean, then you're playing better than the Knicks. And the one caveat to say all this stuff about the last couple of teams that we played, we've been better at the 3-point shot. A lot of these teams ain't, well, not last night, but a lot of these teams is, shooting under 36%. You know what I mean? Golden State, a killer dilla shooting 3-point team, shot 34.9, 35% from the 3-point land, got high at the end of the game, where it really counts in the fourth quarter. But overall, for the scoring wise and the percentage wise. You know what I mean? We've been trying to fare a little better against these teams shooting 3-point shots. It is still a mystery to me how we leave some guys so wide open, but until they do the same thing to us sometimes. Sometimes we got Josh Hart wide open, but Josh Hart is in the funk right now shooting the 3-point shot, and I think it's in his head now than in his shot. He's like, man, I'm too wide open, man. If I miss the shot, man, they could, I think it's more of his head because he was killing it. He was killing the beginning of the year. He was killing it, not hesitating, pulling up the shot, knocking the ball down. Now he hesitates. Now, when a little hesitation in anything that you do in life can fall to you. You know what I mean? And hesitating and shooting this 3-point shot is fall to him now because now the way they swing the ball on defense against us is they double team on Cat, double team on OG, double team on Mikal, a hand in the face with Brunson, two, 3 people on Brunson, and they leave Josh Hart open. You know what I mean? And he has to get out of his head to get back into his shot and trust the process.
Yeah, study long, study wrong, man. when that ball coming to Josh Hart, he just got to shoot it. Don't even
shoot it.
Just shoot it. I mean, you open.
Ain't nobody on the Knicks. Ain't no Knicks fan or nobody gonna be mad at you if you shoot at Josh Hart. I prefer him to shoot it there to see him hesitate. He get the ball, he be wide open, and then he do that pump fake, and then he want to drive to the hole. Come on, shoot that, Josh.
Yeah. Like Tim say, you open shoot. That's the best percentage shot you're gonna get. A free shot, an open shot is a better percentage than somebody guarding you. It makes it easier. But let me real quick. What do you think? Let me ask you the question, and there's a couple of questions. But if the Knicks wind up clinching top 4, do you rest Cat in them and let the other guys? Okay.
Yep. Every game, somebody's sitting down. 2 players sitting down. Okay. If we clinch 4th, 3rd, whatever, as soon as we get, I'm almost to the point. If we win this next game, we start sending people down. I don't want us to go down to 6 because I don't want to hear the bullish, you know what I mean, from the fans. So we're always in the 3rd place. Tom Thibodeau ain't doing nothing. We drop down to the 6th place. I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear that. If you see that we clinched and now you're starting to see that Mitch, that we got Cat sitting on the bench tonight and Mikal sitting on the bench tonight, how you gonna be mad? We clinched. I don't want us to go that far down, but we only need 1 game to be in the 6th spot. And I think it's 1 game clinches us at least the 6th position, not in the play-in. So that's all. I'm willing to get that 1 win, and I think we can still stay focused enough to stay in 3rd, maybe drop down to 4th. And to some fans, they worry so much about Boston. All right, we drop down to 4th, and maybe but the 4th position is not the best position you want to be in, depending on who's the 5th position. Me, in my opinion, I would probably like to stay in the 3rd position and go up against Detroit than to be in the 4th position and have to go up against Milwaukee. You know what I mean? In my opinion, you know what I mean? I think I would rather go up against Detroit than to go against Giannis. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. I think that's how it ranks right now. So it all depends on who's the matchup, who we're going to go up against, and who we fare better with during the regular season. I'm not scared of Detroit in the 7-game series. I'm not scared of Milwaukee in the 7-game series. You know what I mean? I'm not. You know what I mean? It's not the first round that I'm concerned about. It's who we match up with in the 2nd round. That's the more concerning thing, and that's why, however it breaks down, the 2nd round, if we go up against Cleveland or if we go against Boston. And I mean, that's the question of the day right there, family. If you had a choice to go up against Boston or go up against Cleveland, who would you prefer? Cleveland means that we drop down to the 4th position, and Boston means that we stay in the 3rd position. Who would you prefer? What about you, Divine? Who would you prefer?
Wow, that's assuming everybody's back. Jalen Brunson, everybody's back.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
We say we go out tomorrow. Tomorrow we win the game. We clinch 6th spot. You know what I mean? And then we start thinking about resting people like Josh Hart that's ailing with his leg, and everybody's blowing it all because he put it out there. It's been out there for years. He always had this problem. It just acted up and it's noticeable because it's in New York. We knew this last year that he had that same leg problem. Since he's been here, we knew he had the same leg problem. What's the difference now? Because it's more prevalent now because we're trying to win something. Come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah, real talk. I really doesn't make it different to me. I think to get where you got to go, you got to beat whoever. You know what I mean? But if I had to pick one, obviously I would say Cleveland. You know what I mean? Because I know that with Mitchell Robinson back, we could match up with them pretty good. I think Drew Holiday is just a handful in Boston at the one spot, and Jaylen Brown and them guys are good defenders down there. Not so much Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, but that backcourt, Derek White and Drew Holiday could guard with the best of them. So I would definitely that'd be
that dude. Derek White had 40 points last game. Then him and the dude off the bench had like 40 points in that game. They had like 4 players out, and Derek White and this other dude scored 80. Sheesh.
But real talk. Let me bring him a prominent member of the Knicks universe on the panel, man. You know how this brother get down. You can find him out there doing it out there, man. Yeah, like I said, he don't have a channel, but he is a channel, man. Real talk. So salute to my brother Jay Boog. JJ, what's good, my brother? What's good, my man?
Salute, King. Salute, King. Salute. 3 capital S's. Bless, health, happiness to everybody, man. Everybody rocking and viewing the show. Shout out to everybody. Hope everybody's in the greatest form of health. Anybody going through anything, we don't just pray that you go through it. We pray that you get through it. Shout out to the amazing chat, and especially big shout outs to these 2 kings that's been providing and giving us this, this great, footage that we've been getting for years and years and years. And you're almost decading things now, right now. You know what I mean?
We've been things.
I'm gonna put it out there. He's decading things now. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I just wanted to come up here and rock. I saw like, okay, let me come up here and rock with my brothers real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm feeling real good. I'm happy. I'm happy right now, and people should know why I'm happy. For the big sign of my big homie, you know what I'm saying? He's on the team now. My man PJ Tucker. I'm real happy and I'm excited. And reason why I'm happy and excited because I know several months back when the situation was going on with him and the Clippers, you know what I'm saying, that they wasn't using him. So the reason why he was stepping away, you know what I'm saying, because y'all not going to use me, then, it's no need for me to be here. I'm not happy. I want to participate. I want to be a part. You know what I'm saying? I want to help. All these things that he wanted to do. And respectfully, they separated. And then respectfully, they didn't trade him. And I do know for a fact, personally, from conversations that I had, it was 2 teams that was on his list, and the 2 teams was the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks. But he fell off with the Miami Heats because they started going downhill. The stuff started going on with Jimmy, but he kept us on his list, and for him to be a part of us now, that right there is a blessing. It's going to do nothing but help. I know it's only 10 days, but I do know for a fact he's in shape. And he wanted to play for the Knicks, you know what I'm saying, versus being traded and he get brought out. No, he wanted to be here. So he has 10 days to prove to everybody that he wants to be here. And he can bring a lot to the table. He's a veteran. He's going to bring hard work, dedication, and he's going to hustle. I know that in some years down the road, but things that PJ does not show up in the stat category. You know what I'm saying? He does a lot of things and a lot of dirty work and a lot of blue collar stuff that don't show up, time and time in the stats, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? The points, the rebounds, assists, that's not his game. His game is to provide effort and energy and make sure when you're not playing up to par, he's going to let you know. So we got a guy that's going to be on our squad with a 10-day tryout to help this team and give us what we don't have, which is, a nuclear bomb, a dude that's going to be physical, a dude that's going to get in your face, and also let them guys know when they come in when they come off the floor to the bench, he's going to be able to tell them guys why he's on the bench, what he sees, what they're not doing, so they can, the next time, they can do something different about what's going on. He is a student of the game, you know, and everything. And I do know for a fact he's in shape, and he wanted to be here with the Knicks. I know it's other things we could have done and everything, but I do trust PJ's game. He is a complete warrior and a type guy that we need. We need a bruiser, a physical guy to be amongst this team. And when guys ain't playing right, he's going to point them out and let them know. That's number one. He's going to let you know. And I hope these guys are man enough to realize, okay, he's not picking on me. No, he's telling you that if I believe in your game, you should believe in your game and do what you're supposed to and what you're capable of doing. So I'm happy with that was going on. And in about another hour, I'm going to step out. We get ready to go get roses. We celebrating down here. You know what I'm saying? We get ready to go big it up in the clubs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I do know this was being set in stone. If anybody know, he was at the fight last week, and it was already in motion, striving to put this into effect. And it has come time where now PJ Tucker is part of the Knicks. It's only 10 days, but these 10 days can help us turn this whole season around, especially when the big cap gets back, and especially when we get in the playoff. We got a full-blooded pick, not a Brenda pick, not a stripe pick, not the Tiger stripes. We got a full-blooded pick on this team that's going to be ready like a nuclear bomb, man. But, yeah, man, I had to come rock with you. I ain't been up here, man, this year, man.
Yeah, I know, man. We know you out there grinding, Jay Boogie. But I tell you what, just to piggyback off your conversation, I was telling Shop Powell earlier, what I appreciate about PJ Tucker is the journey he had in the NBA, how he got to the NBA. You know, he went the hard way. And I tell people, when you get somewhere, the best way to get there is go hard, go through it. You know what I mean? That is what we need in New York. We need somebody who can guard that 3-line, get up on anybody. He'll play the 3 to 4, get up in their grill. I dare you to shoot that jump shot. You better try to put that shit on the floor. And if you do, I'm going to lock you down out there too. We need PJ Tucker. I mean, now you got Mitchell Robinson, Pressure Tour, PJ Tucker. That's big time to me. That solidified the front line defense. It helps out Sherman, who I think playing good defense for New York, ladies and gentlemen. I think him and campaign, I think that's a good signing. But he done played with the best of them. Houston Rockets, James Harden, and them, like you said, out in the Clippers, Milwaukee. This guy knows basketball, and I think he's gonna pay dividends. He, like you said, 10 days. I think that 10 day gonna turn into another 10 day. Then I think that 10 day gonna turn into keeping the whole season. We need him in the playoffs at all. I listen. It's about knowing the league. I love the boot champs and all these guys, even though they can't play in the playoffs right now. I like these guys, I really do, but they are not PJ Tucker when it comes to experience. And like you said, the tangibles, knowing how to do all the things that the box score, the stat sheet don't show. And that's facts right there. And I think he's going to help the team big time. Leadership, like you said, been there, done that. Ain't nobody in that league going to shake PJ Tucker. You know, he get the player. Who's going to scare him? He ain't scared of nobody in the league. But we got some guys who might be scared because they just getting there. You know what I mean? So what a big signing. I'm happy about it, man. I've been wanting this guy in the Knicks for a long time. But I just know what he brings to the table. And he got that mentality to be a New York basketball player, ladies and gentlemen. You talking about a gritty dude. He exemplified what New York is. So I think it's a big signing, man. Like you said, when JB get back, I think this thing gonna go down. But I do think he gonna wind up getting another 10 day. And I think the Knicks time to go see what he's doing. Damn, I need a guy like that. He ain't going nowhere. I don't think so, Jay Boogie. I don't think he's going nowhere, man. For real.
He's in great shape, but Tom is going. It's a difference from being in physical shape than being in game shape. He has to get in game shape. So let me just say that, ladies and gentlemen, is watching and viewing, and please hit that like button. If you ain't hit that like button by now, make sure you hit that like button. Share, subscribe this channel. You know what I'm saying? Move this channel where it's supposed to be. Not saying it's not there, but help it get further where it is. You know what I'm saying? From where it is. But yeah, man, I'm happy. It's another slick move that Leon has done, that Misha, that's a slick move. But we're going to put that together because we still have to get the bench right. That's a piece that's going to get the bench right coming into next year. You know, so
Right.
he's going to be a part of this team next year. Sometimes it's okay to make a move now that's going to be better for us in the future than to make a move now and it's not worth it for us. That was a worth signing situation with that guy. Athletic, 6'7", long defensive player, wings. He can knock down a tray. He's not scared. And he come from a championship organization, which is the Milwaukee Bucks. He learned a lot up under, you know what I'm saying, Giannis, you know. So yeah, I'm happy with what's going on, man. Shout out to the captain. Want to shout out the captain, man, and just, you know, tell him, you know, man, I appreciate everything that you do, everything you provide for the team, for the organization, and more importantly, you know what I'm saying, for yourself and the fan base, you know what I'm saying? And everything that he does, and his warrior mentality that he brings to the table each and every night, you know what I'm saying? I was so happy with this guy, you know, being the leader that he is, and it's paying off, and he works hard. So, and you got to salute him because he knew for a fact after that injury, I'm not shooting these free throws, you know what I'm saying, just to shoot them. You know, I'm really shooting these free throws because I might can come back. You know, I think like Kobe, he knew he couldn't make it back. I think Kyrie knew he couldn't make it back, but they wanted to shoot them free throws. But in Brunson, I think Brunson really shot those free throws thinking I might be able to limp this thing off and come back in the eyes of Isaiah Thomas and what he did. But I'm glad, you know, that, you know, we got this guy as a point guard, a leader, a great person, a great man, you know what I'm saying, for this team, man. I wouldn't want another point guard besides him. I hear some rumblings about what he can do and what he can't do. You know what I'm saying? This guy is the #1 clutch player there is in the league, point blank. That means he's more clutch than Luka. That means he's more clutch than Giannis. That means he's more clutch than that dude over in OKC. He's more clutch than these guys. What that means is, if you don't know, give me the ball when the game is crucial. The most crucial is time I can make something happen. A bucket. You know what I'm saying? And I wish he wasn't have to be in that position. I need other guys that want to take some of these shots and take some of these pressures off this guy. You know what I'm saying? But these guys don't be wanting to rock. You know, it's a difference between a shooter and a scorer. It's a difference between a guy that gets shots and a guy that takes shots.
That makes you,
Takes shots. And he can get shots. You know, some of these guys, they don't want to take these shots. So it allows him to have to go ahead and take these shots. And I'm grateful to have a guy who's not scared of the moment. A moment is not too big for him. You know what I'm saying? And he's not too big on himself for the moment. I just do what I do because I have heart in my game and I can do it. His capabilities for what he does is real humongous as far as this team. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that assists, you know, you think this guy wouldn't average 11, 12 assists per game if he had I'm just throwing it out. If he ain't have a guy like KD and Book on the left and the right side, he wouldn't be having to score and do all that. But we don't have those type guys right now that's really willing to take shots. Get a shot, yeah, but take a shot. No, not up under 5 seconds in that shot clock. You see what happened with Josh? I don't know what to do with this ball. You're supposed to have got it and shot it.
Facts.
Take your shot, you know what I'm saying? Take it, you know. But hey, I'm happy, man. And shout out to y'all guys, man. I'm happy with y'all, man.
We appreciate you, my brother. Real talk. You know what, man? Shaw Powers and Jay Boogie with the good thing. Shaw Powers, I'm gonna get this to you. I like where this team is at. I think this team, listen, 40 and 23. Even with all the peaks and valleys, the ups and downs, the injuries here and there, like we say, can you imagine if Mitch, Pressure Chore, and Shammer would have started to see? I know if with a split, I'm just saying, I think we got to recognize that this team would have came out the gate like a lot of other teams. We probably up there with Cleveland. I'm easy. Let's not get it twisted. If we would have came in the season healthy like Cleveland and Boston, we would have been right up there with them. But not having Mitchell Robinson, and I love my boy Big Cat, but we know Big Cat is not a Mitchell Robinson down there in that paint when it comes to defending. But I do believe, Shaw Powers, it will be Mitchell Robinson, Cat, Anunoby. It's going to be Mikal Bridges and Jalen Brunson when it's all said and done. We have to start Mitchell Robinson on this team to get us deep in the playoffs just because it takes the pressure off. They just got to go back to what Minnesota did. Rudy Gobert, I think Rudy Gobert, Cat. Y'all heard me say this a couple of times. Rudy Gobert, Cat, what's his name? McDaniels, Conley, and Edwards is not better than Mitchell Robinson, Cat, Anunoby, Mikal, and Jalen Brunson. I don't care what nobody say. And they went to the Western Conference Finals. So I know if Mitchell Robinson, Cat, Anunoby, and Mikal and Brunson is 5, I still take that over a lot of teams in the NBA right now going into the playoffs. And I think adding PJ Tucker to that rotation only going to make it better to me, Shot Powers. I'm hoping. And now you got PJ Tucker and Josh Hart on the bench. That's crazy. So, I just think they got to wait and see how this thing play out. But I like the way it's going, though, Shot Powers, for real, for real.
Yeah, it's just how it breaks down right now. You know what I mean? The rotation is going to change a little bit, of course, because Jalen Brunson's not on the court. But with a healthy Jalen Brunson coming back, hopefully in about 2 to 4 weeks, we want to say about 2 to 4 weeks, about a month from now. And I mean, it encouraged me that the Knicks are still making moves in the twilight days right now. They still just picked up a big player that could come in here and can stir this 10-day contract into a end of season contract for himself. And I mean, and I'm happy to see what the Knicks are doing right now, and I haven't wavered from what the Knicks have done this year. If we were playing like the 76ers are, I'd have been ragging the Knicks. I could understand where a lot of these fans talk about fire Tibbs, Mikal Bridges, 5 trade. I could understand that better. But I don't understand. Me, in my opinion, I don't understand how can you talk about a team right now that's still in the third seed in the East. All right, we haven't beat all the elite teams and all that stuff. Okay, but any team under us, we beating them up. Show that to born true is with 40 wins this year. With 40 wins. Last year, a lot of people compared the team last year to this year. Last year, I think we was at 38 wins. We have 40 wins right now. So that not saying that this team is better than the team last year, but on wins and losses, they are. Wins and losses, they are. So that means that they're better. So I just take these things into consideration when we talk about the New York Knicks and going down this stretch right now. And this is a very big pickup for the Knicks to get PJ because he is a true and born veteran. This guy's going to come in here. He's going to electrify the team. He's going to do some plays, and he's going to be, especially at the Garden, the Garden's going to eat him up. Let him hit 2 big 3-pointers and hit somebody with the forearm when they go into the hole real hard, and he falling on the floor, and he's standing over him like I seen him done. Knicks fans going to enjoy that because we haven't had that all year long. We haven't had somebody delay somebody that when they keep going to the hole to stop them from going to the hole. We haven't had nobody. Josh Hart, none of them. You put PJ out there, let 2 times you go, oh yeah, you want to come? Yeah, think about it next time. I'm right here. I got 4 more of them to come for you. I got you. Come on. Yeah, they ain't gonna get that too much no more. So I'm more enthused about what the Knicks are still doing to try to better the team. And this team is not set in stone for next year. And I mean, this team is a good starting team with 63 games in right now. This is all this team has played this year. 63 games into this year with no bench the whole year. No small forward in the bench all year that could really come out and score the basketball and play defense, that two-way play that we need on the bench. All year we haven't had that. We still got 40 wins. So I'm happy with what the Knicks are trying to do this year. And I think if we, like you said, Divine, if we would have came into the season with Mitchell Robinson healthy, with Precious Achiuwa healthy, with Larry Shamet healthy, we would be, it would be a lot less dislikes for Tibbs and Mikal Bridges and Cat that I've been hearing recently. If these guys would have came out healthy from the jump, because we would have been a way better team. We'd have probably already been 50 wins already, in my opinion.
Yep. Before I pass the day, Boogie, let me point this out just to piggyback what y'all part. I'll give it to Jay. Cavalier have been playing together for what, 3 or 4 years? Donovan Mitchell. Boston Celtics been playing together, 4 years together? Jaylen Brown, Tatum, a couple of years with on Drew Holiday. Milwaukee Bucks and Damian Lillard, 2 or 3 years, counting, so on and so on. And the Pacers 3 or 4 years. The New York Knicks been playing together for 63 games. Think about this here. Other than 4 guys on this roster, probably the rest of them wasn't even here.
Facts.
and they still won 40 games already with a new roster. Cat wasn't here, Anunoby only played half a season last year. Mikal wasn't here. Josh Hart played half a season pretty much last year starting. And McBride was here. Pressure Chore played half a season, this year because he came in injured, and he came here halfway through last year. No Nick, believe what I'm telling you, has played a total of 63 games together in this whole season. And all these other teams that's high above us or right by us, they've been together for 3 or 4 years. So even if the Knicks don't get to where you think they're going to go this year, next year, this team going to be crazy. Because now they come to training camp knowing each other, knowing the schemes, knowing the systems, knowing how Tibbs wants you to play. I think you ain't seen nothing yet for this team. To me, for these guys to get together for 53 games and doing what they're doing, you kind of got to tip your hat to Tibbs and these guys, man. I mean, this team formulated a roster this new and still miss some of your key pieces like Mitchell Robinson and still got them third in the East. That's amazing. I think that's a great coaching job. To me, excuse me, Jay Boogie. And I don't think they ain't always gonna be at their A game every night, but for what they done did so far, you got to give them credit though, for real.
Big time credit to the team, man. We only going to get better and more prepared. When you get to that NBA 16, that's different from the 82 games. That's a whole nother season, new beginning. Right. All that's out the window. All you want to know is where you at, where you're sitting, and who's my matchup. Cleveland, shout out to Cleveland doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? They bring it back LeBron. Cleveland, this is for you. And they doing their thing. Boston is Boston. You know what I'm saying? But I believe it's going to be hard to beat this scoring team 4 times in a 7-game series. And now Mitch is back. I hope PJ stays along with this team. You put more defense on this squad. And then you putting somebody that's going to elevate guys' effort and energy and belief and faith into their game from wherever they're at. He's going to make sure their game is way up there. Show them how to be prepared, to go into this game and the playoff because he's a champion. He's done it. You know what I mean? And one other thing I want to say, because I've been hearing some rumbling about OG. And this is just Jay Boogie, me personally. I'm not sending OG nowhere for nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody. Because we already know he's not a oohs and ahs type guy offensively. But what he brings to the table, that defense, Luka had 18 points in the first half the other night. Shut that down. He wound up with 12. You know what I'm saying? He was really on him. You know what I'm saying? In the second half. Facts. The thing is, OG's energy and effort does not die down, never. He might not make some shots. He might miss some layups here and there, but his overall game for the game, his energy doesn't disappear. He's always at max effort, especially on the defensive end. I seen some guys when whatever their game is not doing offensively, it affects them totally in a lot of areas. He's going to always give you that max. That defense he's been playing lately since he's been back, and he's been getting down in the stands, really like, let's rock. I'm not giving OG up for nobody and trading him for nobody, you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to need that guy. He's kind of like the Terminator. What did he tell him inside that office? Yeah, I'll be back. And he came back and drove a whole truck or tractor, whatever he drove through there. That's what OG tells you. I'll be back. And he's not going to give up. So, all the scoring, taking you off the dribble, he don't have that. But he has a gift that, that we really, really need. And could you imagine if he talked it trash? Could you imagine with PJ and him on the floor what it's going to look like?
Crazy, bro.
Kidding me? Starting to get jitters for the playoffs, though, man.
I'm telling you, man. Listen, hey, Mitchell Robinson, Anunoby, PJ Tucker, Mikal, Deuce McBride. I mean, you talk about some good defending and Shamet, some good defending jokers. But Anunoby is a special dude, man, and he's shooting that ball with confidence. He was doing it early in the year. This team got to do a lot of sacrificing, ladies and gentlemen. They got 4 guys literally could score 40 out there if they on. And sometimes it might be Mikal who's suffering from the sacrificing because these guys got to go in, or it might be this guy. But no matter what, when Mitchell Robinson get that starting lineup and your team in the playoffs got to go up against Mitchell Robinson, Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, it's going to be a problem out there. I'm telling you. It's going to be a problem because now you don't have to worry about nobody coming in the lane because we know Cat, our boy, no shade, but Cat is average down there. Mitchell Robinson is above average down there. Now the pressure, that three-point defense will get better. It has got better since he came back, Shot Power, because you know why? Mother, they ain't going down there like that. Now Anunoby and them know that they can keep these guys, they can put pressure on them out there because they know if they get past them, the block nest right there. And a lot of teams know he's going to, like you say, going to make them go east to west, not north to south. Man, this shit going to be on in the playoffs. Bring on Cleveland, bring on Boston. It's Knicks against everybody. And that's against everybody. And I think our team still would get to the Eastern Conference Final. When these boys get back healthy, the Burner get back, and Mitchell Robinson in game mode, game shape, I would say. Listen, if I was a betting man, like Shot Power said, I'm 17 games in my pocket rich. If I bet the Knicks game by game every day this year, I'm 17 games rich in my pocket. You know what I mean? So let's see how it goes. But this team gonna represent. I got high aspiration for them because they got high aspiration for themselves. You might think people out here in the chat now, the Knicks fandom might think them guys believe in themselves in that locker room. But they got a mission they going on. They knew they got kicked out in the second round last year because of injuries. Them dudes is on a mission, and I guarantee them when they get in the playoffs, it's going to be on the pop in New York City. So I'm excited about it, man. I really am, man. We just got to just tread water. Long as we stay in that top 6 to me, I would love to stay in the top 4 for that first home court advantage in the first round, whatever, but it doesn't matter. Knicks a good road team. They can win on the road. They can win in the Garden. They could turn home court advantage around in a minute in the playoffs. They done proved it already. So I think it'll be good to go, Shop Out and Jay Boogie. I think this team just got to keep doing what they're doing, believing in what they're doing. And like I said, for them to go through what they're going through, all these peaks and valleys, still third in the Eastern Conference. At one time, had the 4th best record in the NBA. And I'm like, why is everybody complaining? What is complain about? You know what I mean? These cats is balling out here. And and like I said, they done beat some of the top 2, 3, 4, 5 teams in the West. They beat them already. They beat all of them, except for the Lakers, which they could have won that the other night if the Burner didn't get hurt, or they would have hit their 3-point shot. We've been shooting kind of raggedy from the 3-point area in the last couple of games. But you know, once they get back clicking, it's going to be a dangerous team, Jay Boogie, and I really believe that.
All that charge when LeBron ran over my man.
Right.
He ran over Russian. Right. That was the play of the game right there to me. That and the challenge. Those was the 2 plays of that game to me. We should have never challenged that.
They called the foul on what? Yeah, right.
Right. And then because he totally fouled him, and they hit a tray, and the momentum just went crazy after that. But they should have called LeBron for that charge right there when he ran Brunson over. Yep. That's what he does. He's top 2 in the league as far as taking charges. That's a skill set for him. So, referee, you're supposed to honor that man, because there's not a lot of people that are standing LeBron's way when he's coming up court full speed. That man put his sacrifice and put his body on the line for you not to make that call. For whatever your reason was, that was on you. But that should have been a charge right then and there, man. You know what I'm saying? Point blank. I'm going to get out y'all guys' way, man, because y'all a dynamic duo yourselves, you know what I'm saying? We got 2 guys right there. We got Batman and Superman, you know what I mean? The 2 elite superpowers right here doing what they do from the time-to-time basis, man. I love y'all guys to support and continue on doing what y'all doing, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Everybody stay blessed. Humble up yourself. Humble up. Treat yourself. Make sure you love yourself. Don't go away from that mirror without telling you I appreciate you at all costs. And I wouldn't want to be nobody else but you. That's your reflection. God bless to everybody. Everybody have a marvelous week. I'm getting ready to go get, and go celebrate.
Listen, be safe out there, Jay Boogie. Enjoy yourself.
God bless, man. Peace, man. Salute. 3 capital S's.
Yeah, man. Get back home to them queens out there. Be safe tonight, man. The pretty little one, too. All of them. My brother.
No doubt, man.
Yep. Yeah. We're going to get out here to few ourselves, man. We just want to get in here, man, and talk a little bit. Appreciate Jay Boogie coming in, giving us some energy on the show, man. As always. You know how Jay Boogie get down, man. But yeah, Shot Power, this thing, we still here, man. We still in the run of this thing, man. We ain't going nowhere. It's going to be a little harder, but we ain't going nowhere. It's going to be harder, but we ain't going nowhere. Knicks will be up in this one. You better believe that. And we just got to hope that, we string a couple of wins here and there together. And like I said, we got 19 games left, man, even if we go half 500, that gets us to 50 wins. Obviously, we're not going to reach what we wanted because of the situation with Jalen Brunson. That put a sour taste in everybody's mouth. So, my prediction of 55, I don't think we're going to see that. But I do think that I love to see us get to 50, just to show and prove for the team, just for the team's sake that, we ended up with 50 wins and we up in there. You know what I mean? And, and I think we do that, we'd be okay. But no matter what, we just want to stay relevant, man. We still got some good records. We still in the third spot. We still playing good in the conference. We still good at home. We still good on the road. But obviously we just lost 3 in a row, and it's kind of a little hurting taste in the mouth right now.
Yeah. To revert back to what y'all was talking about with OG. OG is having a really good game, and he's playing stellar defense, and he's knocking down the shot. When you see OG not smile in his face, he got this little look in his face when he looking mean, and his shirt is all the way outside of his pants, not tucked in. He is locked in. That's when you know OG is locked in. If you haven't seen that this year, watch the last 3 or 4 games since he came back from that foot injury. That shirt comes out, he get that little grunt in his face, like, yeah, he got that little, I don't want to say soft voice, but yeah. So he, anyway, I'm rolling with OG, and I seen a couple of things out there about OG. I don't even know why anybody's even comparing OG in the trade right now. And for the fit on the team, I don't see nobody better. You know what I mean? Especially now with the way the scheme is going to go with Cat going to the 4 and Mitchell Robinson playing the center position. That is just going to make us tremendously stronger offensively and also defensively, because when you play great defense, that makes your offense feel better. You know what I mean? And I think some of the lackluster that we've been having in the latter part of the games is that letdown feeling. Dang, why we let him get that shot off? Dang, this guy just hit this big damn shot on us, man. Now we got to come back. Instead of coming back from 2 points, now we got to come back for 4 points. Now those big shots, and then we can't get those momentum shots back. So we change up the scheme a little bit. I think these next couple of games coming up, Mitch will be coming off this restriction, and you'll see Mitch ramping it up to 18, 20 minutes soon in these next couple of games coming up, and then we'll see where we at. I mean, he'll probably still come off the bench for 2 more games, and then I think by the end of the West Coast swing, or once we get off that West Coast swing, I think we'll see the implementation of Cat and Robinson, Mitchell Robinson in the backcourt together with OG, Mikal, and Brunson.
Yeah, I got a question I want to ask everybody before we leave, and bear with me, but let me ask y'all a question. Not saying it what happened, not saying it's gonna happen, anything like that. This is just a thought. Would you guys, bear with me, because this is gonna be interesting. I know we're gonna get some pros and some yes and no's and everything. Would you guys trade next year? I'm just asking y'all guys. Mikal's eligible for $156 million extension. All right, Mikal. I just want to do this and y'all let me know what you guys think about this here. I think y'all know where I'm going with this, but anyway. Here's why I put this up here. Shop Powers. Would you guys do Mikal Bridges for KD next year? If I'm not advocating, I'm just hypothetically. He got a $54 million expiring next year. You about to give Mikal 3 or 4 years, 4 years, I'm gonna say $156 million. He's eligible for $156 million. Would you take the Slim Reaper for 1 year, if you can find a way to make it work, knowing that Mikal Bridges played in Phoenix and was good out there in Phoenix, got a home out there, if I'm not mistaken? Would you guys advocate, or would you do that? That's my question. would you do?
I got two parts to this question.
Okay.
It's a yes and a no. A no because of we could have had him, and I wish we could have had him before. And then he started all the hoopla about the New York Knicks and all that stuff. But let's make no mistakes about who this man is, man. If he could come here and be on the team, yeah, I would think about it for 1 year. I would think about it from 1 year. You know what I mean? From Mikal, and we putting him in Mikal's position at the small forward position.
No, you could. I don't know what happened with, but you could put him at the 3. I mean, or at 4, or whatever. Depending on what happened with Mr. Robinson, Katner. But I said
that's true too. That's true too.
Yeah, he hit me. The dude's 7 foot tall.
Yeah, I mean, he plays shooting guard, point guards, power forward. You know what I mean? He plays all of those positions, not so much center, but can he play? Of course he can. So I for 1 year, I would consider it, and especially the way you said it about Mikal going out there and he still got a house back out there and stuff like that. So that might be something for Mikal. But you know, I'm not torn on Mikal. And I mean, I like what Mikal has done this year. He's not consistent. He's not consistent yet, but it does take time. I said this earlier today. When Miami had Bosh and Wade and LeBron, their first year they didn't make it to the championships. And I mean, they didn't make it to the final. I'm not even gonna say they made it to the. I forgot what they made it, but they didn't win a ring their first year that they played. I mean, because they had to get themselves together. They had to build the cohesion. I think Mikal coming over here this year being a number 1 scorer on Brooklyn, number 1 and number 2 scorer on Brooklyn, to coming over here to be the 4th option on your team, it's difficult for him to figure it out. You know what I mean? And so with that being said, I yes and no. I wouldn't want the trade to happen per se, but I'm not opposed to having Kevin Durant over here, you know, killing it in New York. That you talking about making New York relevant? Oh man, he would come over here and, you know, you talking about him, Brunson, and Cat with OG.
What? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm gonna look at it from this point, staying here. 27, 6-4, 4-1 with a 21.9 PER, and he doing that with Devin Booker and Bradley Beal in them, and he's still putting up 27. So that'd be like him doing it with Jalen Brunson. Devin Booker is a Jalen Brunson, basically.
Yeah, his shooting percentage is phenomenal. And I mean, he ain't taking a lot of shots to make 27 points.
Right. And 1 year, $54 million expiring, and you saving if you don't, you let him walk or whatever the case may be, if you don't sign back, because he's about to go into retirement pretty soon. But man, you talking about Jalen Brunson and the Slim Reaper in the clutch, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't gonna be no Jalen Brunson go down. You worry about shit right now, But it's crazy. I just put that out there because I'm like, you know what? He 36, got a year left, and the cat can get it. Easy money sniper. There go right there. The Slim Reaper, easy money sniper. I don't give the servant. I mean, this dude is special with a basketball. Arguably one of the best scorers ever to lace up the shoe. Not one of the best players, arguably one of the best scorers that ever lace up a pair of sneakers. And he's 7 foot. And I just think that, man, listen, I'm not advocating, but I'm just saying, I know it could know why. That's going to be a talking point this summer, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you right now. What I'm talking about now going to be all over the place this summer because everybody else going to go for him too. Minnesota going to try to get him. You don't, if you have an opportunity to get a Kevin Durant on aspiring, you got to think hard about your organization and where he could take you. I love Mikal Bridges, but Mikal Bridges ain't no motherfucking Slim Reaper by a long shot. Because you know why? Slim Reaper stay consistent. Ain't going to be no off and on with him. Every night he giving you these numbers through 82 games, not 10 one night, not 60 other night. Every fucking night that man touch a basketball, he putting them numbers up, ladies and gentlemen. Consistency, 7-footer. Oh my God. I get all the other stuff. I do, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you talking about you want a champ, remember this too, ladies and gentlemen. When he was in Brooklyn, his big ass feet was one step away from putting Giannis wouldn't have a championship one. Well, for Durant stepping on the 3-point line. I mean, he is. You see, from a business standpoint, ladies and gentlemen, everybody gonna be after this dude. He's the key piece to whoever out there next year, and it looks like he's not gonna be in Phoenix, ladies and gentlemen. He out of there, not because of his doing. I just think that team ain't getting over the hump because they too salary strapped. They got so many good players like the Knicks, and all their salaries in their starting lineup. And West been holding them back the last couple of years with him and together Devin Booker them. They bench. They don't have no bench. You know what I mean? So, but it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I just want to throw it out there at the top before we get out of here. I thought it would be an interesting topic because I think a lot of people. He's gonna be a big name out there. One of the big name free agents out there next year is gonna be that man right there. Do we go to Washington Wizards, where he from, go to the DMV, play out his career in Washington, and look at what they trying to do with them young boys, Alex Sarr and all these guys, and Colin Berry and all these guys. Who knows? But then they talking about him going out there to Minnesota. See, because Minnesota could flip it for Julius Randle or somebody. You know what I mean? He's gonna be a hot commodity. But I tell you what, you had a chance to pair Jalen Brunson with that dude. Just from a basketball standpoint, I'm not even talking about all the outside stuff. I'm talking about what's going on the court. 27 points a game. He's still in the top of the NBA, ladies and gentlemen. He's still in the top echelon of scoring. That's amazing. He ain't Embiid. He ain't none of them dudes. He's one of the most prolific scorers that ever touched a basketball. And I say that, and there's been a lot of prolific scorers in the NBA. This dude is among the best that ever fucking touched the basketball. And I've been watching basketball for 50 years. Iceman Gerben type motherfucker. so he tough, man. I just want to put that out there because
see, there you go, Divine State shooting guard. They got him down there as shooting guard, small forward, power forward.
7-footer. Yeah, he positionless basketball because he that nice. You know what? It's gonna be interesting going into next year because I like this team where they at. I'm not saying trade about. I just want to put that out there because I thought it was gonna be interesting because you're gonna hear a lot of it. Kevin Durant ain't gonna be all over the place next year. And you just never know, Rich Kleiman, he got some vibe with the Knicks, man. I just say that 14-time starter, 4-time scoring champion, not one, 4-time scoring champion, and he still put up 27 right now. I don't think you could fuck with the Knicks if he was on. I think because remember, we keep complaining about every now and then. We talking about trade McHale, trade this. Y'all ain't gonna be talking about trading no Kevin Durant if he was on the squad. I can bet you that. You ain't gonna hear that noise. You ain't gonna hear it because that's who he is. So it's gonna be interesting, man. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you cats on the pregame Monday night, man. We just want to get in and refresh ourselves. And thanks to Jay Bookie for coming in. Brian, thank you for the super chat. Thanks to everybody for coming in, man. Real talk. But listen, man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm tied to this name on the front. The Knicks. If you tell me the Knicks about to go get the Slim Reaper, this ain't Jimmy Butler, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kevin Durant. This is the Slim Reaper. Yeah, I'll sign him up, man. Sign this up in a heartbeat. I love you, Mikhail. You my man. But if I'm just saying, and if they don't, then Mikhail go out there and get $156 million to help get us to a championship. But make no mistake about it. You better watch out because I think Leon Rose going to do this. I'll tell you right now because from a business standpoint, they saving $100 million or more. And then that means that when Kevin Durant walk away or whatever, if you don't sign him after his contract or you whatever, you got $100 million you saved off the books. Because that means you only got KD for 1 year, and you didn't give Mikhail that amount of money for 4 years. This is business I'm talking about only, ladies and gentlemen. Now, 3 years from now, when Jalen Brunson because he about to get to $200-300 million. We about to get Jalen Brunson some money. He sacrificed almost $100-something million to get at the end of his contract. So we all get moves like this here, knowing Cat going to be on the book for $68 million, blah, 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 so on and so on. You're going to see some of this happen because of this apron stuff, ladies and gentlemen. I really believe that. And so you're going to have to watch out for guys like Josh Hart and all these guys. I think they're gonna run this thing for 4 years, and if it don't go the way they think, don't go by 4 years is up. If it don't go the way they think it's gonna go, they're gonna pivot. But so it's good to have contracts like that. $54 million coming off the books of $54 million. You know what I mean? And you're saving, and then overall, you got a chance to retool with another couple of young players, or shit, you can get 2 players for $25 million to help the Knicks. So you gotta keep that shit in mind with this shit. But anyway, Shop House, give me a last word, my man. We get out of here and everything like that. But y'all keep that energy, man, because I think it's gonna happen sooner or later. I really believe that if they get a chance, they might do it.
Yeah, that's gonna be the words of the whole off season this year.
Facts.
Yeah, we'll be on Monday late night, and that's a wrap. We done. We on and done with the recap. So hit those likes, subscribe if you can, and check you guys out on Monday. Devon, I hit you on the end. Oh, I gotta tell you, well, I'm a surprise. It's a surprise in the air. Just know that. All right, I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Real talk. Yeah, man. Listen, everybody. Thank y'all for coming in. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know all time, man. All day, every day. We really appreciate you guys, man. We're gonna get it Monday, 9:15. The game is at 10:30. Ladies and gentlemen, this West Coast shit been kicking my, you know what, my man. Words Shop Island. This shit got me kicking me. It been kicking me up, but that's all right though. You gotta drink a Celsius. I drink Celsius, not Red Bull, unless I'm really driving back from up north. I drink a Red Bull. But yeah, I be having to get me some energy drinks the last couple of nights, man. This shit is crazy. But anyway, salute to everybody, man. Shout out to you, my brother. I'll talk to y'all, man. Peace.
You're ready. Slim Reaper.
Yes, sir.
We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron Judge with a bat, because we touching on facts, and plus we up in these hats. It's Knicks Bill talking, we cut from a different cloth. We cook a Nick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars and b-ball. Cause no matter how far the stars, we see all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knock it down shot. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The cat lieutenant, they ended the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our 10 boots like soldiers and train the planes, the Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQ eating, we maneuvering swift. This ain't Tokyo, but you know we can drift. Cause the pokey be on the low, so you know our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on a game preview. It's Knicks Real Talk, and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit, and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. It's Knicks Real Talk, and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit, and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride.